Okay, I will have you know, I was gonna do a Winter Soldier arm for fun. Then I thought about it, and I realized that I was planning to do Red Hood for Halloween. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm 18, I'm too old to go trick or treating. However, my friends are going, and we're gonna get together, and it's gonna be a little costume party. Just between me, my friends, my cousin might be involved, but I have to make a Red Hood costume out of scratch, I gotta make a Red Hood costume with a box of scraps. So basically, what I am working with is a bunch of cardboard right here. There's a good box, a big enough box for like that chair. So originally I was gonna do these being the chest plates, but we're gonna redo those. And originally these were gonna be for the shoulders. We're gonna redo that. So this video, I want to do chest plate that's gonna fit my chest. So essentially, we need to do this from scratch, off memory, with nothing but a pen, a pencil, and a box cutter. This pencil's broken. The Winter Soldier arm is going to be made. Still. It is still going to be made, but it's not going to be made for me. One of my friends is going as Winter Soldier, and I was like, hey, I have a shoulder made. I just need your measurements, see if the shoulder that I cut out measures right. And then we can, get you your Winter Soldier costume. I need to go see if I have... So glad I had all this set up right away. So glad I did this. I don't think we do. So I graduated. Meaning, I don't really have pens or pencils anymore. That's a shading pencil, but it'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna find a picture of the chest plate, and I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna attempt to draw. For the helmet, I'm gonna make it out of this thinner thing here. Hopefully this is enough for my fat ass head. Yeah. And I got smart because when I was gonna originally do the Winter Soldier arm, I was gonna cut it with this. We have this now. An actual box cutter. So, we aren't gonna struggle as much. We have a good bit of cardboard. And we even have some paper if I want to cut that out and measure stuff. However, I don't think I'm doing that. I think I'm going to write it on the cardboard, cut it, be done. So, I will be back. I'm going to go find a chest plate, put it here, trace it, and come back. Alright, me and Post Edits got that for me. I found a chest plate right here. That's what I'm going to be going for. I'm going to trace it and maybe cut it. I think I'm going to use this, because this was originally going to go on my back to hold everything. But I think I'm going to try something else. Like attaching it to something here, or even attaching everything with the logo, and then attaching it to a backpack so I have the straps that are in that picture. I don't know. I might have to just cut something small that'll go on my back, because I am going to have a jacket on. I'm going to have the jacket. And depending where we are, I may have a few props for the character itself. But I don't know where we're going to be, so don't know if it's exactly legal, so we'll find out later. Okay, so now, obviously, I'm not as built as Red Hood, so that causes a few issues. So, my goal, so this is what I have rough sketch. I don't think it's big enough, but I have rough sketch. I could cut that out, but I don't think it's big enough wide-wise. I think I need to make it wider and loop up more, and I think I need to bring this more straight and then down. But I'm gonna get there. I used to do art, but I stopped. Art. And I also did it mostly on Dragon Ball Z, so I might need to ask a little bit of help from some comrades, but as for now, actually, if I could get this and maybe copy it perfectly, it might work. I don't like the drop there. That's supposed to be a separate piece. That is supposed to be a separate piece at the top. You'll see it. You'll see it. But I'm going to try and copy that almost exactly. And then for the abdomen, I don't exactly know what I want to do. But that's the chest piece. So far, I'm going to cut that out and see what it looks like. Come to find out, my box cutter ain't very sharp. So I've been cutting this for a good 2-ish minutes. It doesn't matter if I rip it. I gotta see if I can get spray paint for it anyways. Oh, wait, it's a stabbing cut. Okay, I see. Don't fold it. I might need this later. So, I wish I had more of that thin cardboard. However, I do not. So, essentially, we need to make do. And I would be, you know what? Maybe this will go up onto the YouTube. I have been wanting to post on the YouTube for a minute. You know what? Go check out the YouTube for the creation of Red Hood. I'm gonna record this on TikTok like I do for... That was really close. I didn't do it, but it was really close. I broke the rule of don't cut towards yourself. Yep, fun fact for anybody trying to do things with knives, if you're gonna do it, that's okay. However, don't cut towards yourself. You cut away from yourself and it's much safer. Okay. So, it doesn't, in a sense, it doesn't matter if I ripped the cardboard on the inside. I didn't cut all the way through on any of it. Oh my god. I will be right back. Okay, after a grueling 2-ish minutes, we have the first chest piece done. Now, it doesn't look great because this is only like the breast portion. So, in other words, I still have to fit it to my actual body, which I'm doing right now. So give it that curvature of my actual body. Okay. Cats, stop fighting. Okay. So I gotta give it that curvature of the actual body, which I think it should technically be more like this. What the fuck, guys? Okay. It should be more like this. I'm gonna have something here, and then I'm gonna have something connecting it here, and then we're gonna have a second one, and then something going down, and then connecting the abdomens. Yeah. Yeah, this will work. This will work, though. This will work. Our first 10 minutes is up, but I'm just gonna hit check and then redo it. I'm gonna shoot everything here and then upload it to YouTube. Well, it's gonna be on YouTube, so yeah. So okay, continuing. That took second to figure out. Okay, we need to cut a second one. So that's gonna go like that. Actually, this one's broken now. Bought it for the low price of $2 on the TikTok shop. Don't buy knives off the TikTok shop. I want more. Hold on. So it looks like it's cutting good and everything, but it doesn't. I'd say that's pretty good, actually. It'd probably be more in the middle, right there. Okay. I didn't tell you yet, but there are gonna be portions here, here, and here that come in. So post-edit, me is gonna do that. And show you exactly what I'm talking about. But Red Hood has these sections on his suit that kind of match to this and then go inward, carving out the chest and abs more. So I'm going to hope it has that same effect for me, because I'm not as built as the Red Hood. I'm decently built, but not that. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten this out, trace it, redo it. I will be back when that's done. Traced. Don't worry, this is the inside. We're not going to have words on the outside. Same with this. There are words there too. I'm going to cut it out, and I'll be right back. You ever just sit here and have to fiddle with a box cutter because you can't get it at the right length? That's that. You ever just have to swap loadouts because one knife doesn't get the job done right? Am I going to have to blur this on TikTok or YouTube? I don't know. I'm just going to keep it here and assume you understand what's going on. Or I can just... This was a struggle to get. I'm not going to lie to you. Not all breastplates are created equally. I tried doing it what I thought was going to be an easier way. It was not. We can't use that anymore. Actually, we can still use that. But... Actually, that's not bad. So, from afar, you kind of can't tell that they're kind of shaped different. From afar, you really can't. I mean... Yeah, you can't really tell from afar. They will be painted, and there will be something going here and there. However, hold on. I did a little snip. Okay, so now it'll hopefully be fitted more like a breastplate. Which corner did I just cut? This one. So, you know what? I have experience in carpentry. Why don't I use it? Okay, breastplates I think are done. Yes. And then obviously logo will go there. And then a piece will go here, connecting these two even more. So now what I want to do is I want to measure these out and give whatever I'm going to be cutting a slight curve on it. Which way does this go? Like this. So it will latch more to the top and bottom of my chest. To just really cup. It's a bra, basically. An armored bra. That's what I'm going to be rocking for the night. Okay, I changed my mind. So, I do remember this thing. Red Hood has these things. I don't know if they had it in his armor that I'm looking at, but they kind of go over, like here, you know, over the trap area, and they connect to his chest, like his chest plate. I want to create that kind of how I wanted to do it here. Now, you can see the vision. I just kind of made it too bulky, and I can't really raise my arm past here. So I'm going to slab this down until I feel this is the right size. So basically we're just going to cut in half, feel it, cut in half, feel it, cutting in half. Ooh, that angle makes me look good. Damn. Anyways. All right. Now, I will be considerate, and I won't bore you guys with all of the workshop things. Hold on. Listen, you don't understand the struggle that I've been struggling with for almost 5 fucking minutes. Now, I want to just... It was that... Never mind. Okay. We have it cut in half. I will fix that. Or it'll go on the back where nobody's going to see it. It's probably going to go on the back where nobody's going to see it because it's thinner in the front. Oh. Oh. Thicker in the front, actually. Oh, I do like that. Okay. So that's kind of how I did want it. And then it would be connecting to this here. Yes. But this would be down slightly, or this would be up slightly, because I would have that little connecting piece at the top. I'm the guy. We do have 2 of them, so this should be fitting about the same size. Yep, okay. So far we have these done and these done. However, I can't really do much about it because I don't have tape or glue right now. I'm going to be asking one of my friends, yo, can I please borrow some money for Halloween? And hopefully he says yes, because I have given him a lot. But next thing I want to work on is kind of the abs, which I kind of want to make them one piece. One piece. Get it? I'm funny. Okay. Anyways, this video will be edited and brought to you by I can't remember the name of it. KindMaster. I haven't used it in a while. This will be my last project, content creation wise. Unless I start doing cosplay, then I will start doing it a lot more, which I know I do have plans to buy a Spider-Man suit and do that. So, who knows? But I'm going to start sketching out kind of what I want the abdomen to look like. I'm going to measure out what my actual abdomen is, and then we will go from there. So we need about that much, and it needs to fit my individual abs. I know that. And it needs to look sleek and small, which I also want to have a strap going around to connect it, because that would be good to have. But knowing me, I'll probably cut a shirt and slip it into it, and then just tighten the shirt while I tuck it into my pants. Because I'm going to be wearing cargo pants for that night and combat boots. So we're going to be good on that. But I'm going to measure this real quick, and we're going to find out. Okay, I had kind of a side thought about this while I was going to cut this out and kind of thinking what I can do to attach it. I have a belt, and it's pretty thin. Like, it's pretty thin. So I'm thinking if I can cut a slit in, like, the side of the cardboard, if I can just weave that right in there. Because it looks like it would fit with very little bulge. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. But I don't really have a test run because you won't even be able to see it. But I do have a test run. That's the thing. So we're about to test this. It's not gonna work. That's gonna break apart, and I can't even put it anymore further. I'm gonna go upstairs where it's airy because I'm hot. So I'll be right back in a different location. Okay, we're in a different place. However, I haven't done any work. Alright, hold on. So, listen, I had another idea. I have thin cardboard, okay? So, my idea is that for free is that I make the ab plate with this, obviously, the inside. So, basically, what we're going to be doing is measuring, which that flap right there might even be perfect. Oh shit! Face reveal. You're standing at the top. Cat, must you walk in front of everything I'm doing all the time? Subtle flex. Okay, so we're gonna, because this is thinner, I could probably just use the box cutter right away. I also had another idea. So you know how Red Hood has, like, swords? Cat, get out. Out. So I have this old sword that obviously broke. I won it from an arcade long ago. Oh, wait, I gotta turn that off. That's Smitty. Hold on. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna use this hilt because it has little, like, things here that essentially will grab down onto the sword, which I'm thinking I could even use this blade and put it in here and then put cardboard around it and then use the cardboard to kind of stylize and finish it up, because that works. It's just a little wobbly, which I could do something here, but I'm not sure. I could also just fill it with cardboard and do it that way, put some duct tape on it, put some super glue in it, something. I don't know. That is a thing that we are going to do later on in future. We are not focused on weapons right now. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to ask my cousin to make me some, because he also does a lot of box art, so he's more qualified than I am. I can't cut this because it is hard. No. You're anti-productivity right now. Go away. Okay, it needs to be longer. I wish it was that easy in real life. I'll be right back. Okay, 8 days and 3 violin songs later, we have this, okay? This is gonna be the inside, this is gonna be the outside. This is gonna have all the design. So, basically, what I'm thinking, I gotta take a knee here for a second. And I gotta also sit up. This is gonna go here. Honestly, that's kind of perfect size. I just have to cut this and then a little bit of this off. So I'm thinking right around here is where I'm gonna end that. So we're just gonna carpentry that. Okay. So we need to cut that down there. And when I say I can play violin on my cardboard box, I mean it. Because I just cut it. Can't even tell. That's my mark of where I need to cut. And I cut right on that mark. So when I tell you this box cutter sucks, I mean it. I think I need to hide my tools from YouTube. I'm not sure. Kids, do not use these utensils at home. Please use an adult or a guardian. Abdomen. Now, I also want obliques, because I have them. So I want to make them. This is going to be the abdomen. Let me sketch that out for you. Okay, so, fun fact. I could not get the right shape of the diamond. I can show you right here. I was drawing it, couldn't get the right shape on any of it. I went with my own approach. So I looked at a few different sources. This is what I came up with, because I'm gonna put this on like a backing plate and glue it. There are gonna be 6 of these, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. And then I want to kind of tilt them down and make a little diamond here like you would see on most armors, and then do it that way, because I feel like that would be a much cooler approach. And then add dents, you know, maybe throw a few things at it, add a few little dents, and then scratch it up with the paint when I get to that point, which I don't know when I'm going to get to that point, but I'm going to get to that point at some point. How many times I'm going to say point? I don't know. We're going to be not using, actually, where are my new chest plates? Give me a second. Alright, so I have everything that I need. These are really flimsy, but that's okay because these are going on my shoulders. So far what we have are chest plates that I don't know which way they go. Like this, and then like that. So these go here, but not together. Hold on, let me put it down here, and I'll show you here what we have so far. Okay, so as for right now, this is what we have. Obviously, it's not going to be this blocky, and it's not going to be this color, and it's not going to be this janky. These are probably going to get rotated like this, so I can cut that with my carpentry skills to get it to fit that. Same here. This will probably be the same thing because it's a little thicker on this side. This will have something to fit here, which I am going to work on, which I actually think I do have something that will fit that. This, if it will. No, I'm going to have to cut something new. I'm trying to reuse as much as I can from what I had originally made prior. Actually, I might... How dumb does this look? Really fucking dumb. Okay. So obviously, it kind of looks like Vegeta right now. But when I get it all painted and put together, it'll look less like that. And obviously, I'll have the emblem and it'll look much better. Which I know for a fact that the emblem does have to stretch from here to here on both sides. And I know that these are going to have to be a little bit more spread out, which I do like because it'll give us more of that backing, which you'll see on most Red Hoods. And then you'll have this here with something here. So I gotta, yeah, I want something here, here, here. And then after I get these cut out, I'll show you what we have then. And I'm also gonna do this, and then I'll show you all put together. Old chest plate piece. We have the second one traced. I will be back. Don't ask me how long it took to cut the second piece, but it is done. So this is the second piece to the first piece, which would flip and be like that. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little weird cut off piece, but so far, oh wait, it would be like this, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be like that actually. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little weird janky cut off piece. I might add the signature wings. my bad. I may add the signature wings for the signature wings that you would usually see coming off the Red Hood for the obliques. But so far, that looks pretty damn good for abs. So it would obviously fit to the body and go back onto this piece right here, which will be facing this way, and this will go here, and then this will go here, and then this will go here, and then it'll look great. Hopefully. Now the second thing I want to do is figure out, now that I have it cut, what exact shape I need. I'm struggling again. What exact shape I need for this to fit onto the chest, and it would fit in between so I don't that weird ass gap. Now I don't know why that stopped me, but it did. I think I'm at my absolute recording limit, but I don't know. But I need to figure out the exact shape that I need for this, including the chest pieces, which go like this onto the actual body. Like that onto the actual body. So I'm gonna need a diamond pattern, but that's okay because I'm gonna trace the exact shape that I need off this cardboard right now. It's gonna be my own shape. It's gonna be my own design with a little bit of extra tweaks, and I'm gonna use this to do it. Ignore that, YouTube. Anyways, let's do that real quick. Alright, so where did it go? Right here. Okay, so we have this, which kind of looks like the state of Texas if it was mirrored and copied and pasted. Yes. Anyways, it is 6 o'clock in the morning. I've gotten no sleep, and I still have to do things today. I'll be back when I cut this out. We got the state of Texas done. Looks wonky, but it'll fit perfectly. Hold on. Like I said, perfectly. It kind of looks more like Mandalorian now. Call me crazy, but like it kind of looks more like Beskar than it does Red Hood. But I don't know why I put this all the way up here. Hold on. When it would look more along the lines of this, and then 2, 4, 6 plates. So I gotta make 4 more of these, and then the chest plate is relatively done. Then I just need to get glue, tape, something to glue this together. Then that is done. Then, oh yeah, right, I almost forgot about these. Boom. Boom. Those will be holding them to my shoulders. And then I might get something to go on the side of this, or like in here, like down here, that will hook into my belt loop. Honestly, I wonder if this would work. If I put something in there and glue it in, I wonder if that'll work. I might try that. But this is almost done. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and locked in so I could finish this video, because this video is kind of dragging a lot. So I have all 6 of these. Here, I will show you. So we now have all 6 of these. So those are the abs. As you can see, this is upside down. No, it's not. It's just weird. It's oddly shapen from the rest. Okay. So as you can see, left and then right. Left, right. Left, right. I got it mixed up. Okay, we got all that. Okay. We still have the backing plate, which is still gonna just be this. And then we have this, which goes in the chest pieces and then the abs. And then we have 2 of these. Which, interesting enough, these go in between the actual abs. So it would go like here and then here, basically spacing out the abs and then filling in more gaps. This is gonna be a bitch to edit, but we have the main chest plate done. Okay, for that final look, this is what it would come out to be. Pretty much. Actually, I think these would be tighter together, so hold on. So I was absolutely right that those would be tighter together, so it would look more off like this. So I did mess up somewhere in making this to where it doesn't really go as far down as I want it to go. So I could spread these apart, you know, do whatever, but it doesn't really fit how I originally intended it to, especially with these. So I think I'm gonna have to do something different for these top two here to make these kind of overlap, because this is very long for me. Because, like, if you look at the cheese box, it ends here, and you know that this is my entire abdomen, basically. So I'm going to have to find a way to size it down a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to cut ever so slight chunks off the tops here. Maybe slim these down, but, like, I really don't want to because I kind of like this being kind of like that. I did forget to do one thing. I did forget to make the things for this, which I'm gonna make those out of this lighter plastic. I'm gonna make that out of this. And then we also do have these that would hold it up. So that is the completed chest plate for now. I think I'm gonna cut here. I'll do that real quick and I'll show you me doing it. Okay. So I'm just going to take this and... Oh, wait. Actually, no, not this. I'm going to take this and... Here. I'm going to go off camera for a second. I'm just cutting the top piece down a little bit. Basically allowing that chest plate to come down a little bit more. So it's down more like that rather than it being there. So I'm going to do that here too. Going off camera. Because I don't think YouTube likes weapons. Okay, we're back. I cut the wrong corner. Shit. Okay. There. They're not even by any means, but there is beauty in chaos. That's an old saying. Whatever. So yeah. I reckon that this is pretty good. It does fit a lot better now. Now it might actually fit to my waist and stuff. The only thing, I think I'm going to be using this. It's very janky, yes, but it fits around me. And I think I'm just going to put it on the back and then use it as like a belt. Basically. Oh, it doesn't fit. Never mind. We're going to figure something out for that. I'll probably cut a little piece of like hook or get paper clips and stick them in there, glue them down, and then do that. But this is the completed chest piece for now. I still have to spray paint it black, whatever, add little finishes, but for now, this is the completed chest plate. I also need the emblem, but somebody's going to be drawing that for me and giving it to me. So, yeah, this is going to be hell to edit, but I'm willing to do it. Goodbye.